With The Library of the Dead, you introduced a plot with mystical and enigmatic twists, interweaving mystery and involving characters like Winston Churchill and Harry Truman. What do you find most compelling about the mystical events in history in general? What inspires you, if one can say so? Sometimes the best part of history is what we don't know, the hidden spaces. I really enjoy imagining these hidden spaces and asking myself, what if? For example, we know for certain that Area 51 exists and that Harry Truman authorized its creation, but we don't know exactly what it was intended for. Good storytelling can fill these kinds of gaps with intriguing stories. To make all this credible, it's important to have a good knowledge of known historical facts, and I try to do this through methodical research. In A New Pope, the character of Anthony Budd is called to pacify the various spirits of a conclave full of intrigues, the same ones that seem to surround the protagonist's life. Intimate intrigues are often set against a carefully crafted narrative background. How important is it for you to delve into the experiences of the characters you create? I believe one of the reasons my readers appreciate my books is that my characters are generally well drawn, not the kind of cardboard cutouts that often populate thrillers. I believe character development is an aspect of my writing that has steadily improved over the course of my many books. I'm particularly proud of Anthony Budd, who is certainly the most complex and tormented soul I've had the fortune to invent. In The Truth of Maria, as in many of your other novels, you make a temporal leap between ancient Egypt and modern times, intertwining the plots almost casually but with a clear causality between the protagonists of the story. Is the past an essential element of your stories, or do you attribute a deeper and more intimate meaning to it? The device of temporal interweaving is one of my trademarks as a writer. I really enjoy bringing the past to life by making it an essential ingredient of present-day intrigues. It seems I never tire of this practice, and I hope readers don't either. You were a brilliant doctor and researcher. If I may ask, why did you decide to pursue a career as a novelist? Well, I wasn't that brilliant in medicine and science. If I had been, I would have continued on to the Nobel Prize. One writes because one is compelled to do so and hopes to be able to say something meaningful. I've done several jobs in my life, but writing has been by far the most satisfying. You have a large following in Italy. Can you comment on your next novel? Is there already an idea, or are you still working on it? My next book, which I've called The Vacant Throne, has been completed and will be released in Italy next summer. I don't want to say much about it, except that it concerns something extremely surprising that happens during a papal conclave.